Welcome to Buzzworthy Businesses. I'm your host, Chris Budihas, and he's joining me on the couch is David Permenter with Generation Media.
You got it right.
How you doing? Oh, my goodness. But we're here to talk to Paul Cummings with Whole Cyber Human Initiative. How you doing, Paul?
Very well. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, no, nice to meet you.
Well, officially, I mean.
Yeah, officially,
yeah,
absolutely. No, it's good to see you face to face, and then we really want to talk about your company. So tell us about your company.
So I run a nonprofit called Whole Cyber Human Initiative. It is a registered 501c3 where we conduct workforce development research and build cyber curriculums for veterans that are getting out of the military or separating from the military.
Right.
Service disabled, veteran owned and operated. I do have 2 directors that are on the civilian side because we do also provide our curriculum to anybody.
Oh, okay.
One of our volunteers coined the term "we're all-clusive," meaning if you got a computer and internet, we have a home for you.
Yeah.
Really started because back in 2021, I was retiring, did 20 years. I stood up one of the first cyber protection teams in the States.
Yeah.
And here I'm getting told that I got to start from scratch, or I got to get this cert or that cert or this degree. So it was an uphill battle when I got out.
Not all separations are equal, as I tell people.
Exactly. The only thing that really is equal is one of the things I try to tell our Skill Bridge folks that are going through our Boots of Cyber side.
Yeah.
Is really once you cross that gate the last time, you got to find a new tribe.
Right. Right.
And that's what we're trying to do with the Whole Cyber, is also build a community.
Okay.
We're in our 3rd year. This is our first year that we actually launched our first Giving Tuesday campaign.
Okay.
We're looking for a sponsor that wants to pilot a 12-week security engineer pathway where students will net 30 to 40 vendor hands-on skill-specific credentials, as well as a certification that the sponsor wants to sponsor.
All of the curriculum is virtual?
All virtual.
Mm-hmm.
In future time, we do plan to build out some more instructor mentors that we can do on site. But through Boots to Cyber, which is another partnered organization I'm a partner founder of.
Yeah.
We do have that ability to utilize our veterans that are getting out that already have like master training qualifications to provide that if they want to.
Okay.
So is your reach actually national then, or are you focused on the Southeast or a local market?
So Whole Cyber itself is actually global. We got students from Portugal, Spain, you name it. But our target market is definitely the veterans. Dave and I, we were geeking out the other day because he was doing some research and found a song I wrote.
Oh, okay.
And that's actually, what I have on my 50 cert scholarship drive is that song, and it's called 22 is Too Many.
Yeah.
Or 22 is 22 too many. But I don't know, I became a music hobbyist, and now it's like, now I have a way to, with AI, to turn my journals. And I mean, think of how many times you put scratch down, like, man, I really want to punch CSM in the face right now. Right?
Well,
is this formation done yet? Is he really wearing glasses?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, it's, for me, I've always been attuned to music, and now it's kind of been like, I've been using that to help motivate others.
Okay.
And actually releasing music around practitioner type work versus, this celebrity or that celebrity or anything like that. So trying to make it more realistic to say, hey, if I was doing cyber analyst work and I wanted to jam out, what's a song that's going to motivate me and then maybe also give me a hint of something I might have missed?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So with Whole Cyber, let's say I'm a service member and I'm looking to separate here in the next year. When do I make contact? What does that look like? When should I start? And is it free for them to participate, or do they use the GI Bill or some other method of payment?
Oh, those are good questions.
Yeah.
So the first answer is you can reach out anytime you want.
Okay.
We're agnostic to whether you're civilian, military, veteran, military spouse, active duty.
Yeah.
However, I mean, if you are going to be trying to do some of the stuff on, the base network,
Yeah.
might have some bandwidth constraints, or it might not, meet the access control lists,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Just because a lot of it is bandwidth restraining.
Yeah.
But for SkillBridge, right? So DoD launched SkillBridge, which gives service members up to 180 days, depending on where they're at, their rank, their command.
Yep.
And if they want to do SkillBridge to where, they want to continue to get their service paycheck and not have to go to work for a little bit and learn a new trade,
Right.
they can come over to Boots to Cyber and do it through us with that.
That's awesome. And it's say like in that 180-day time frame, walking away with CERPs, what could they expect to get done in 180 days?
So 180 days, I mean, to be honest, we had somebody complete our program in 11 weeks
Wow.
in SkillBridge.
Yeah.
And that's because they did it for what it was worth, 8 hours a day. But they walked out with nine credentials from Cisco, not certifications, just credentials. A lot of hands-on with packet tracer and some networking tools. They come out with 6 credentials from Attack IQ, which is really heavy in cyber threat intelligence and war gaming and breach attack simulations.
Yeah.
They walk out with some range force. I think 1 or 2 badges from them, depending on if they get into the middle where it rotates content.
Yeah. Yeah.
But all in all, they're looking at 30 to 40 credentials from vendors specifically,
Okay.
based on job-specific roles.
Okay.
Vulnerability management, threat detection. We don't do the generic IT support.
Yeah.
We teach the cyber trade portion of, hey, this is kind of what you need to do.
Yeah.
Our curriculum is built as a security engineer pathway, meaning all you really got to do is specialize now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you can go get that cert. Hey, do I want to go be a pen tester and break into someone's network, or do I want to go depend and go get maybe CYSA or something like that?
Paul, does your organization have, or is there a future plan for having some kind of a placement assistance for once people finish the program?
We've thought about that. So, I mean, to be transparent, Whole Cyber, my vision is for it to be really a full nonprofit,
Yep.
full CSR driven. So if somebody does want to use us for placement or to help us, maybe help write a job description or direct a hire pipeline that somebody can knock out training for and get a job with,
Yeah.
we can do it donation based. That way we can keep feeding the bull.
Understood.
Boost of Cyber obviously is the other end of it, where we do have the ability to, but even over there, right? We don't want to make a dime off of people.
Yeah.
Just like our curriculum. The reason why it's free is because I use freemium services that me and my advisory board, consisting of 320 years of combined experience in cyber, said, hey, this is a logical pathway. If any of those portions aren't 100% voted on, it gets taken out of it.
Right. So Paul, how do folks find Whole Cyber Human Initiative?
You can reach us at wholecyber.org.
Okay.
That's our short name. Or you can go directly to our learning management website, wholecyberhumaninitiative.org.
Yeah.
Both places will be there with welcoming hands.
Well, thanks
Awesome.
for your initiative. First of all, thanks for your service, and thanks
Absolutely.
for what you're doing with
Thank you.
for our veteran
Thank you,
community.
Paul.
We appreciate it.
Good to meet you in the flesh.
Always
know.
good to see you, man. Yeah, I
Thank you,
appreciate it.
Chris.
Thanks for co-hosting with me. And what a great American. Please look forward to staying in contact and seeing your expansion here. Hey, folks, take a look at Whole Cyber Human Initiative. Great opportunity to, 1, you may want to participate, or 2, you may want to tell somebody else that should participate and have the opportunity. Again, not all veteran. Other people can participate. I would encourage you to take a look at the organization online, reach out to Paul, and Share us if you like what you heard, and connect with us on LinkedIn. We'll see you in our next segment, Live with Gratitude.